Hey y'all, welcome to Lesson in Everyday Podcast. It's your host LA. Listen, you may hear some wind in the background because I decided during my lunch break to get some cardio in outside. The sun is shining and there's a little wind, so it is definitely like the best time to go ahead and get some cardio in. So I decided, why not? Okay. So I wanted to talk to you guys personally and share my personal day with you on the topic, tell it to yourself, and share with you how I had to tell it to myself basically today, okay? I had to tell it to myself today. So it started off with basically me starting off early. I had an early start of my day. An early start, jump start, I like to call it. And basically, I, ate my breakfast, started off saying, okay, I'm going to get this done, I'm going to get that done. And let me tell you, my schedule did not go accordingly, okay? It did not. However, the moment that I started to think, oh my goodness, I'm going to be late, I'm going to have, I won't be able to get my network up because I was working on my internet at home, y'all. And so it has been giving me trouble. And I bought this new product, like this vacuum, to hook up to the Wi-Fi, and it would not connect. It just would not connect. So I worked on it last night, and I said, I'm going to finish it today. And I thought, okay, I'll restart my router, and I will, try to get it done this morning. Well, it did not go accordingly, okay? It did not go accordingly. So, anyhow, I have more that I have to finish or get done or resume, I would say, when I get back home. But on a normal day, I don't even know what a normal day is right now, but if it was no stress or anything like that, I'll be able to just go through the day and everything. But I found myself with all of the small hiccups and the things that tried to slow me down today. I found myself wanting to stress. I started to feel my heart beginning to pound and begin to beat. And I began to slow down, and I started to tell myself, I said, you got to tell it to yourself, okay? I was like, first and foremost, we're not going to do this today. We're not going to stress, okay? No matter how things look, whatever you cannot control and you cannot get done, just cannot get done today. Whatever your schedule looks like, it's just gonna have to be what it is, okay? You will get what you can done today, and you will resume when you can. So I was having to tell myself, get it together and know that this is not the time to stress. And as I was thinking to myself and telling myself this, I realized a lot of situations in our lives, we see the flag of us beginning to stress. We feel, or we have these, I'll say red flags. It could be a feeling where you can feel your heart beginning to race, or you feel you're beginning to panic, whether it's from triggers of trauma, whatever triggers you, or whatever you start to feel that will bring anxiety or stress, maybe even, discomfort, or maybe as I had, I'm not even say a nightmare last night, but I did have flashbacks from a past trauma. And I spoke on a previous episode about, how I overcame or how I was working through fighting those flashbacks that try to hold me back. So what I'm sharing with you right now is a little personal, but I want to share with you how today I had to tell it to myself. I had to encourage myself, and I had to speak against everything that was going on. So it was small things, small factors that tried to play a part today, and thoughts began to rise in my head that you remember what you dreamt about last night, the flashback you had. And I had to tell myself I can control how I respond and how I react. And I refuse to give energy to anything negative, anything that isn't pushing me forward or encouraging me to become the best version of myself. Now, I'm not denying anything that was going on or has been happening on today, but I am saying, hey, I can think differently in order to maneuver differently in my day. So I just drove to work and I began to sing a worship song that was coming to mind. And I just said, you know what? I'm not going to worry. I'm choosing not to worry. I'm not going to stress. And I'm not going to allow myself to work up over something that I cannot control. Okay? But what I can control is this time, this matter, which is me, my thoughts, because I can change my thoughts, right? And I can speak to myself. And as I began to speak the words, slow down, remain calm, breathe, you're going to still have a good day. Despite anything, I began to have a wonderful day. Like, my energy remained calm, and the thoughts went away. The negative thoughts, the energy that was trying to stay there, it went away. So what do I share with you today? LA, had to tell it to myself. I had to tell it to myself today that I must know that the flags are there, but I can overcome and I can take a detour so that I can conquer and continue to press forward through the day. So I hope you can do the same thing. I hope that you can, too, be able to recognize when you have those triggers and when you have those moments where you have maybe flashbacks or you feel like the day is starting off completely wrong. You'll be able to tell yourself and pause and be able to say, you know what, I can make it. And see the difference, see the change that takes place. Recognize that once you speak those words of encouragement and you speak to the day, maybe nothing in your day changes, but guess what? Everything within you changes because your energy changes, because you're speaking positive and you are encouraging yourself and you're speaking life to a situation, right? So hopefully, again, that you guys can take from me and my hiccups and my bumps that occurred today, right? Take it as a lesson to say, even LA through her day was able to still smile and continue to press forward and realize that her words did make a difference. It changed. And I can tell you guys, I put my mind to making a decision to continue to get what I need done this week. Now, granted, I physically haven't been feeling my best, but despite how I physically been feeling, I continue to press forward because I made up in my mind I'm still going to put in some work. Now, whether that's cardio, SO, like I'm doing now, whether it's, walking up and down the stairs numerous times to get steps in and also to get my heart pumping, my blood flow, or if it's just some jumping jacks or sit-ups, whatever it is, I may not be able to get it all in one day, but I am pacing myself and I'm choosing to still get something done each day. And the reason I can do that is because I spoke to myself and I said, I'm going to do this. And I believed it and I pressed forward. So I'm encouraging you to speak it, believe it, and continue to press forward. You got this. You can do it, okay? Again, this is just my personal day and my personal journey, my personal walk. And I encourage you to have your own and to own yours and to share it with others because someone else needs to know. The day may seem like it's starting off wrong and rough, but you can change it. Maybe things won't change in the day, but you can change within the day. That's right, because you have control of how you think, and you can change your thoughts, and you can filter out anything that encourages negativity, discouragement, and anything that detours you or holds you from being the best version you can be. Okay? This is your time to learn yourself, be yourself, love yourself, and share what you have inside with others. Okay? I hope, I pray that my story, my day has helped you as I continue to hope that you'll help someone else. All right? I love you guys and thank you for supporting me and being here to stay tuned as I journey through conversation with self and self-talk. Talk that talk. It is your host, LA, on Lesson in Everyday Podcast. God bless.